In order to answer research questions, sociologists use a variety of methods, which are selected according to what's available and what makes the most sense for the particular problem or question that one is trying to answer. The most common use is a survey. A survey means developing a questionnaire with a variety of questions, background information about the persons that you're getting information from, as well as the behaviors that you're trying to study. And that has a variety of advantages. It's an advantage because it can be used with a large number of people very quickly at one point in time to gather a large amount of data. Usually surveys involve thousands of people rather than just a few. So that's definitely an advantage. A disadvantage of surveys, though, is that people answering the questions may not fully understand the question, may misinterpret, may be giving you answers to something different than what you think they are in answering those questions. Also, another disadvantage is you don't know whether the behaviors that you see in a large group are going to be something that is consistent over time or whether it's going to change.
Another form is what's called, it could be called fieldwork, but it's also known as ethnography or participant observation. And what's unique about this kind of research is what a sociologist is trying to do. Is a sociologist trying to study a particular social group or social setting. So what she or he does is immerse herself or himself within this social setting and spend an extended period of time here talking to people, interviewing people, engaging in the same activities that people in this social setting engage in. And by doing this, the sociologist is able to come up with a really good, comprehensive understanding of this group or social context. So for example, one recent sociologist, his last name is Venkatesh, he did a participant observation study of street gang members in the city of Chicago. And what's funny is what Venkatesh initially planned to do was do a survey of people who were street gang members and also live in kind of public housing projects in the inner city of Chicago. But a survey he found wasn't going to be very effective. People weren't really interested in participating in a survey. So what he did was he lived in the Robert Taylor homes. He lived among these gang members for an extended period of time. And by doing so and becoming kind of accepted to a certain degree by people in this community, he was able to come up with a good comprehensive study of people in this social environment.
The third method is secondary analysis. That is, one can go and find information that's already been collected. For example, census data is one that sociologists often use. This has been collected for a different reason. The government wants certain kinds of information for its programs, but sociologists go and gather that information that's there, look at it, and ask different kinds of questions of it, and that's secondary analysis. The good thing about that is that the data is already available, so it's easy to access. A disadvantage of it, though, is that the questions that were asked by the other organization may not be ones that are fully explaining the phenomenon that, in fact, the sociologist is trying to study, so they're missing important pieces of information. Because of the collaboration between sociologists and the census people, the census collection has gotten more detail in using kinds of questions that sociologists, in fact, can study. So when you go to do a study, there are three main methods that sociologists consider in trying to get the information. You can use a survey, a questionnaire. You can go out and observe the people in the interaction, or you can use secondary analysis of data that's already been collected.